Today is Jimmy Swaggart's burial. The preacher who once preached to millions is now being laid to rest. The man who once stood on stage with a Bible in one hand and tears in his eyes is gone. It's not just a funeral. It's a final chapter in a story full of hope, mistakes, faith, and forgiveness. His name once echoed in every American home, but now it rests quietly in the soil of Louisiana. Why does this moment matter? Why are thousands still talking about his death? Because the life Jimmy Swaggart lived on, the way it ended, tells us something important about people, about choices, and about second chances. Jimmy Swaggart was not an ordinary preacher. He was a television icon in the 1970s and 80s. His face appeared on screens across the country, preaching loudly, passionately, and emotionally. People felt connected to him. His church services weren't small. They were stadium-sized. His income once crossed $80 million a year, and his influence reached far beyond church walls. People gave their money, their time, their faith, believing in the power of his message. Jimmy used music, too. His piano playing became part of his sermons. His voice and his words moved people to tears. But with great power came great trouble. In 1988, Swaggart was caught in a scandal involving prostitution. He stood in front of cameras and cried, saying, "I have sinned against you, my Lord." The nation was shocked. Some forgave him, others walked away. His ministry took a hard hit. TV stations dropped his programs. Donations fell. But Swaggart didn't disappear. He kept preaching. Smaller crowds, fewer channels, but he never stopped. That is what made his final moments powerful. His funeral wasn't about a man who gave up. It was about a man who kept going. The burial took place in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A white tent was set up at the Family Worship Center cemetery. The day was quiet but full of meaning. About 2,000 people attended, including family, old church members, and longtime followers. Some traveled across states. They came with flowers, pictures, and heavy hearts. There was no large stage or TV screen, just a simple wooden casket, a choir, and a few speakers. The funeral was not loud, but it was full of emotion. Donnie Swaggart, Jimmy's son, led the service. His voice cracked as he said, "We thank God for every tear Dad ever caused us, because every tear brought us closer to His grace." His wife, Frances, stood beside the casket. Her words were soft but powerful. Jimmy believed in miracles. People in the audience nodded, cried, and held hands. There were no famous politicians or celebrities, just believers remembering the man who once taught them about forgiveness. During the final prayer, church members laid white roses near the grave. Each rose symbolized purity, forgiveness, and peace. The choir sang a quiet hymn as the casket was lowered. It was a peaceful moment. No cameras flashed. No reporters shouted. For once, Jimmy Swaggart's story wasn't about a scandal. It was about peace. What made this funeral different? For one, it was simple. Many famous people have